Hi, I am going to attempt to talk to you about how to best study for this upcoming exam. I'm getting a lot of questions about this, and I'm going to give the same general advice to all of you. So here is how I would approach studying the tree. The tree, so remember our first tree that we ever learned: bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Okay, so you have these three lineages, and you know that if you go to the bacteria lineage, you're going to explode this lineage into, the 6 bacteria that you need to know. 6 lineages of bacteria that you need to know. Archaea, we only need to know archaea exists and that it's sister to eukarya. And then you're going to zoom into eukarya and really think about the 5 eukarya lineages that we've studied so far. And so what are those eukarya lineages? So let's take that eukarya tree. We'll put archaea as the outgroup. And it turns out things are pretty straightforward for you. You have alveolata, that's sister to Stramenolipia. And together they're in the group called Chrome alveolata. Sorry, spelled it wrong. Alveolata. Okay, the other groups you need to know are red algae in plants, excavata, and amoebozoa. Okay, so these are your major groups. And so now you have this first tree, the bacteria, archaea, eukarya. You're going to explode the bacteria tree the same way we just did with eukarya. You're going to also explode plants and algae the same way that we've just done eukarya. But let's talk about synapomorphies. And so I'm going to put synapomorphies in red. You know, for alveolata, the synapomorphy for alveolata is what? Alveoli. You know, for Stramenolipila, the synapomorphy is hairy flagellum. And then we need to know the diversity within each of these groups. So I'll do that in blue. For alveolata, I asked you to know that they are dinoflagellates, ciliates, you need to know paramecium, and plasmodium. And of course, plasmodium is associated with malaria. For Stramenolipila, you need to know that this is the brown algae group. Kelp includes kelps, seaweed, and diatoms. The reason why I'm doing this is that I want you to be able to recreate this phylogenetic tree, but also if I give you kelp, you know kelp goes right here where Stramenolipila is. If I give you plasmodium, you put plasmodium where alveolata is. And so you don't need to know very complex relationships among these eukarya. It's just that these alveolata and Stramenolipila are sister and they form this chrome alveolata group. And so what you're going to do is figure out the synapomorphy for red algae in plants, excavata, amoebozoa, fill in the taxa that you know for each of these, and then do this tree over and over and over till you can recreate it. When I give you scratch paper on the exam, you can just recreate this tree, and then you have a map to answer any question. And I think it'll be really helpful and straightforward for you. Of course, I'm not going to do the same thing for you for bacteria or red algae in plants, but you know that you can do it. Use the lecture notes and figure it out. And then use your lecture notes to really know that we also talked about the plant life cycle. We talked about endosymbiosis, where all the eukarya obtain mitochondrial DNA through endosymbiosis. Not to be confused with primary and secondary endosymbiosis, which of course occurred at plants. And so you really need to, I can't emphasize enough, understanding this tree and being able to recreate all these synapomorphies and all the taxa. I know it's a lot of work, but I think if you start now and just practice, 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 you can do it. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Talk to you soon.